Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be reviewing the SMV CC-64, the tier 8 in the brand new Italian tank destroyer line. We're going to hop into some games here in the tank. But yeah, before I get into the review, I do want to say this is with the auto reloading gun. The single shot gun is much better. It has like 1200 more DPM, but it costs 40,000 XP, and I am saving as much free XP as I possibly can without playing stock tanks, because I want to save it for the Christmas event, which is next month. So, you know, I'm trying to save as much free XP as I can, and so I don't have that gun, which is much better, like I said. So I will say, though, this gun actually isn't that bad. The other gun has 410 alpha in like an 11-second reload, maybe even maybe a little longer. I can't remember. I think it's longer than that. But yeah, it's a really good gun. I would definitely say if you're going to play this tank and you are okay with spending the extra 40,000 for XP, it's definitely worth it probably. But yeah, I'll just suffer grinding this tank with the bad gun. But yeah, saying that anyway though, this tank is much better than the tier 7. I would say that this tank is quite a bit better. I think it has much better armor. The armor works much better. The mobility is a little bit worse probably on this tank. Not quite as good of mobility. But yeah, it's got, I think, it might have more gun depression. I'm not sure. It feels like it has more gun depression. At least the gun depression works pretty well. You can go hold down like right here very well. With this auto reloading gun, you do have, I think, 320 alpha on your shells. Of course, it has that reserve shell mechanism, which not a fan of at all. I really wish Wargaming never did that. It's just a bad mechanism. What's the point in having a 3-shell auto reloader if you can never use that last shell unless you literally want to nuke your DPM to like nil? Yeah, it's so dumb. Anyway, but other than that though, this tank is pretty solid. I do like how it plays basically like a heavy tank. This tank is way more of a heavy tank than it is a tank destroyer. I would never camp in this thing. It has a great armor profile. I mean, the mobility, like I said, isn't the greatest. Traverse speed is pretty weak on the tank. Pretty solid gun, even the auto reloading, I'm going to say air quotes here, bad gun. Because honestly, this gun isn't that bad. It's not as bad as the tier 7 at all. You have a lot more alpha on this gun, so you can actually get some damage out. Yeah, it's not that bad. So as you can see here, we can get some shots out into this Skoda here and stuff. We get 2 shots into him, and we're going to go for, I think, the 3rd shot here, if I'm not mistaken. Because, yeah, this guy is the last tank. And give him a nice little love tap for the finishing kill. So, yeah, we pick up about a little over 2k damage. Not a crazy game or anything, but it's going to kind of be what your average game is going to be in this tank. Get a kill as well, some ram damage, of course. And yeah, so this tank is definitely a solid one in the line. This is probably my favorite tank in the line so far, which is good because this is going to be what I'm going to have to play the most in the line to get to the tank, the tier 9. I do hear the tier 9 is maybe not the most enjoyable tank to play, which is going to be unfortunate because that's going to be a long grind. I'll try to get those done as quickly as I can. But yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get the videos out on those tanks. It might be a little bit, though, because, you know, they are quite a bit of grinding. But yeah, so we're going to have a second game here in the SMV. These things have such weird names. We're going to go aggressive on the medium side, because like I said, this tank, again, don't play it like a tank destroyer. Again, I was a little bit distracted. I was actually looking, doing something else while driving in the middle of this game, so it was kind of funny that I just kind of drove off into the distance there and didn't even look at the map. But we're going to make it work anyway, so it's alright. We're going to get 2 shots off into this Samwa SM. Fortunately, we have the high ground on him and gun depression, so we're able to shoot down on his front plate. And penetrate him quite easily. We're going to sit here and reload our shells, because again, you got to act like this is a 2-shot auto reload, or not a 3-shot, because if you shoot that last shell, you are toast. So we're going to use that gun depression again here, and again, we have great current armor right here, so I'm not afraid of being pinned. This guy's just not even going to try, he's going to give up. So we're going to get 2 shots into him. We now have this super Hellcat pushing around, and again, I can't shoot that last shell, so I just got to sit here and wait, hope this guy is going to stay here long enough, and just in time. I probably could have made that shot, but I really didn't want to risk it and accidentally shoot before my second shot was reloaded and just ruin my DPM. So we're going to wait actually on that shell, and we're going to play a little bit of, you know, cat and mouse here. This is going to take a little bit. We are going to get him, don't worry. We're going to get the Hellcat, but we're just going to try to play, we're not trying to, but we're going to try to get this guy. He is going to poke around here, so I'm going to try to pretend I'm going to go this way and hope he backs up again so I can just back up and shoot him, which he does. Not sure what this guy's doing right here, because he was trying to avoid getting shot and then just pokes out, doesn't even try to shoot me. Yeah, kind of confusing. So we're going to shoot him, reload our third shell, and then we're going to try to push on this guy so we can clear him and get to the other tanks out there, because there's a lot of HP out there. But I didn't want to leave this guy, because then he would just come around and shoot us in the rear while we were focusing on other tanks, which would not be very good. So he's going to poke around right here and kind of get distracted, and we are going to shoot him once, and then completely fluff our shot right there and have to wait to shoot this guy. So again, can't shoot that last shot. This is where it's so dumb to have reserve mechanisms for your auto reloaders. It just is very annoying. We do get at least one shot off onto that guy. There's now only 2 enemy tanks left. We're going to try to back up here to get some shots off into the ISU, who, if we have enough gun elevation, we'll be able to shoot. And we back up enough, and we are able to get a sneaky little shot into there and get another very nice sneaky shot in for the kill for 2,600 damage. So, as you can see, it's not got the worst DPM. It is still much worse than the second gun, but unlike the tier 7, you can actually start to get some damage out in this tank, even in a game like that where I didn't, for the longest while, I was just kind of playing around with that Super Hellcat and wasn't able to farm out damage. So yeah, this tank I would definitely say is pretty solid. I like its playstyle for a tank destroyer. Don't generally like tank destroyers too much. You're able to be pretty aggressive in this tank, go hold down, and it works very well with that strong turret. And yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.